Alright, so here we are at 6 o'clock. Been at this thing for 8 hours today on Thanksgiving Day. I did get the front all done, put back together. We got everything tightened down with cotter pins. Still need to grease it, but everything is coated so it ain't going to be rusting. We got the motor mounts here. We're going to have to drill some holes for that. Did get the transmission mount in there. And I got as far as I could on the back. We had a faulty brake caliper, so I was able to get the driver's side done. It's kind of just sitting there because they need to be grind down for 13, so need to get that shaved down and test fit and then taken back apart and sprayed them in the black. But the rear end went in pretty easy. Like I say, had a faulty brake caliper, so this thing's on hold till we get another one. But the rear end's tight, the Y bone's tight, front end's done, and we're getting ready to clean up this motor. Bring you guys next door here. So Bobby's been spending all day on this. We got it cleaned up for the most part. Got the crank pulley off, got it stripped down bare bones, oil pan's gone. Used a combination of wire wheel, red pad, lacquer thinner, wax, solvent-based wax and grease remover, and water-based. So I hit this thing about 4 times. It's ready to mask off now. So what we're going to do, you got the transmission. Still got to clean that up a little bit. We just pressure washed that. So I'm going to tape all this up, and we're going to get it in 2 coats of epoxy, motor and transmission tonight, and then come back tomorrow and spray the color. What you think, Bobby?
A lot of hard work.
Yep.
I can't wait to work.
Came on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Yep.
My work boots.
Yep. All right, that cleaned up pretty good, man, with the pressure wash. All right, so I'll bring you guys back once we start mixing the epoxy. All right, so here we are, 2 coats of the white epoxy. Overall, came out pretty good. No weird reactions. We sprayed this at about 20 psi with the DeVilbiss. No trash, no bugs. It's kind of cold. So I'm going to run my space heater in here overnight, and we'll come back tomorrow and go straight to base coat.
Pink.
Yeah, pink. Mixed up 10 ounces, and I think we ended up spraying about 8 or 9. So that was good. Use the epoxy because the color we're going with is really light, and I want to get coverage, quick. Plus, I had that white epoxy that really don't plan on using. Now we're just cleaning up. You know what you're doing, sir?
Well, first time.
First time, man. Hey, not bad. Not bad. We're getting it done on Thanksgiving. So bring you guys back tomorrow. I plan to spray this thing color and clear, let it sit before we put them together and set it on the frame. Bring you guys back tomorrow. All right, here we are the next day, Friday morning, and we're going to be spraying these things in color. I left these things in this insulated room with my little space heater on, and the parts are a toasty 74 degrees, which is good considering it got into the high 40s last night outside. So the heater did its job. We can go straight into spraying. These things are in the SPI epoxy, so it's still within the recoat window. So no need to do anything other than mix and start spraying. I'm going to be spraying Deltron base coat. It's a K Corral color. We got the Deltron reducer, and we have the JC 630 Shopline clear coat, which is okay for this stuff. I've used this 630 before on a car, and it's okay. It's okay. You know, it's not trash, but I probably wouldn't use it on an outside of a car that you're gonna restore. But for the motor transmission, good stuff. Base coat, Deltron, good stuff. Hopefully, I'm thinking 3 coats, probably 2, but 3 for insurance, and then just 2 coats of clear. Maybe 1 coat of clear. I don't know. We'll see. So I'll bring you guys back once we start mixing. All right, so here we are, 2 coats later. Sprayed this at 15 PSI, about 2.5 turns on the fluid, and full fan. Covered really easy. No weird wrinkles or anything, no reactions. Actually cleaned up pretty good considering how it used to look. So this is the color. Like I say, 2 coats. I don't think there's a need for 3. Mainly because it's the motor and the transmission, which the transmission you're never going to see. But definitely on a car, I would go 3 coats. But so this is a K Corral 1958 color. Cleaned up pretty good. So we're gonna let this sit for about an hour and then come back and spray it with the clear. So mixed up 10 ounces. It was just enough for 2 coats. And like I said, I don't feel the need for another coat. I think at that point we're wasting paint. And that stuff is not cheap, but you do get what you pay for. That's a good quality base coat, and like I say, man, covered immediately. So bring you guys back once we get some clear. All right, so here we are, 2 coats of clear later. It's been a while since I sprayed that JC 630. I painted the first car that I painted using that stuff because it was cheap, and it's still cheap. But it actually sprayed out pretty good. I ended up using about 14 ounces of clear. We did 2 coats on the transmission and 3 on the motor. So the results are in. Pretty good job of cleaning the motor on this one because it was pretty bad. And then the transmission. So the plan is, I think I'm going to cut this video out after this, and tomorrow we're going to mate the 2 together, set them on the frame, possibly start on the pulley kit on the front. These things should be good and dry. Actually, I waited about 20 minutes in between the first and second coat, and the first coat was already dry. So let it sit overnight, probably leave the heater on again, and come back tomorrow, like I say, and set these things on the frame. It's gonna look totally different on the frame. Looking forward to that. So I'll be doing a next video series on setting this thing down and getting that roller complete for the 62. So hope you guys enjoyed this little video here. Stay tuned for more work.